I want you to hear this story because I think this may be the youngest we've ever had who's actually needed surgery, heart surgery, after birth. So Natasha Moore, Natasha, welcome. You're the mom.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
You have a brood here, by the way. You have 4 altogether, right?
I do.
And what makes this story even more interesting is the fact that your other kid's perfectly healthy, perfectly normal, and then all of a sudden you have this pregnancy, Hart, who's now how old? Only 1.5?
Almost 1.5.
Almost
next
1.5,
week, yes.
right. So what happened? Tell us what happened during that pregnancy.
At our 20-week anatomy scan, I've had ultrasounds with my other kids, and I know how it goes. And at the 20-week anatomy scan, his heart was flickering. You could see he had a heartbeat. We could see his heart. However, they stayed over his heart longer than normal. I knew that there was a problem.
Right.
I knew that there was a problem with his heart. And it was really quiet in the room, eerily quiet. And the woman who performed the ultrasound, she left the room and she came in with the doctor about a minute later. And the doctor is like, I have to check stuff. We won't speak now. He's like, I'll explain everything after I go over what I'm worried about.
Right.
And it was about half an hour later, he looked at us. He's like, your child has a heart defect. And it came out of nowhere. I had healthy kids. There's no history of any heart issues with my kids or my mom or dad or parents or relatives or anyone in the family. So this heart defect really came out of absolutely nowhere. And I was absolutely scared and terrified. And my reaction was, well, you kind of need your heart. You need your heart to live.
Somewhat important, yeah.
Like, it's kind of important, right? So the question became what are the implications of having a child with a heart defect?
And what has to happen next? I mean, you're kind of left there with this diagnosis now. This is not good, but you don't know what's going to happen next.
Exactly. And we had the ultrasound early on in the week at the Royal Victoria Hospital. And it happened very quickly. Probably 2-3 days after, we had an appointment in cardiology at the Children's. Mm-hmm. We had an ultrasound at the Children's. We met with a doctor who took her time. She brought us in a room and back. She explained exactly what he had, what would have to happen, and that his arteries, he had transposition of the great arteries. His arteries were at the wrong spot.
Right. With distributing blood going to the wrong place.
Incompatible with life. It is incompatible with life.
So you're told at this point just that, and we have to do surgery, but we don't know how that's going to go. But if you don't do it, we do know how that's going to go. He's not going to survive.
Exactly. He would not. 100%. It is not compatible with life if the arteries are not in the right place and the blood is not flowing properly.
So 3 days old now, is that right? This is when he goes in for heart surgery?
5 days old.
5 days old.
5 days old. He went in for open heart surgery. They came and got him early in the morning. I believe the operation started at around 8 a.m. They told us it should be over probably late afternoon. However, he had complications. He had atypical coronary arteries, which made the whole operation it's still a massive operation. However, it turned into
even more
the highest complication. And he got out of the operating room at about 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, my God.
So from 8 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, you get a text message from the OR, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and it's a little update. And the morning update, it was like rehab complications. And the afternoon update, it was OR is quiet. Quiet is good. And we just had to wait. We had to wait. And he left the operating room at about 10 o'clock at night. And then the doctor came and spoke with us. And he's like, we ran into complications. And his tiny little body, we walked into the intensive care, his tiny little body on an adult stretcher, all the machines, everything.
So let me fast forward to today.
Yes.
I can't imagine, I don't think people listening can imagine what that must have been like as a parent, waiting, and then finding out you have complications, and it took as long as it did. How is he doing today?
He's doing good today. He will be 18 months next week. We don't go and compare Hart with other kids. We compare Hart with how Hart was at his last appointment.
Right.
We compare Hart with Hart. And Hart has made major progress. All the staff at the Montreal Children's Hospital, we have many specialists, probably about a dozen. Everyone is absolutely wonderful. He just started standing up.
That's great.
It's incredible. Every milestone he reaches is absolutely incredible, because when you don't know if your child who has a heart defect will even have a chance at life, it feels really hard. And there was no guarantee he would even make it.
I have to break for news. I want to thank you for sharing your story, and I want you to tell people why they should be calling and make a donation today. It's important that people support this hospital, isn't it?
Yes.
Because without the amazing care that you have had here, we might not be sitting here talking about this today.
No, absolutely.
I thank you for coming by.